Good morning, students. Welcome to the next session on our subject, that is basics of civil engineering. And in our today's session, we are going to start the last chapter of your syllabus, which is related with the basics of civil engineering. The title of our chapter is nothing but the surveying, remote sensing, and GIS. Actually, only introductory part you have. Okay. As I told you previously also, we have put down the syllabus that was get revised a few days before, and as per the recommendations, there are no numericals based on this particular part. Actually, this chapter surveying, it is totally numerical based chapter. We have some formulas, we need to solve some problems or the numericals. Okay, based on the particular topic that we are going to discuss. Okay, but as far as the revised syllabus, you have just introductory part, some theory and definition parts are there. Okay, not more than that. And already this part we have discussed in detail in our chapter number 1 also. So it is not the new concept or the something new part we are going to discuss. It's a revision of our the small part we have discussed in our chapter number 1, surveying, remote sensing, and GIS. Now you just tell me what is the definition of all these three words. Okay, anyone from you? At first, we will discuss the definition of the word surveying. What is surveying? Chalo, let's check how much study you have completed. What is surveying? See, in the subdomains of civil engineering, we have discussed this part in detail. What is surveying? Please respond. Rohit, roll number 66. Anyone from you? I think everybody has forgotten all the definitions for the part. Is it this picture? Yes, tell you. What is surveying? We have discussed this part in our first unit.
Is the art and science of determining the three-dimensional points of position of points and distance and angle between them.
Okay. So it's a technical definition that you have given me the answer. Okay. Any other response from any other one? सगळा अभ्यास विसरलात. ठीक आहे. Frankly speaking, you have forgotten everything. Just for the sake of your examination, you are studying. I think that is what my observation. Okay, don't do like that. Whatever the part you have discussed, we have discussed. Whatever the part you have studied, okay, go in detail about each and every part. नाही तर सर एक्झाम होती म्हणून अभ्यास केला आणि त्यानंतर विसरले, चालणार नाही. ठीक आहे, अशा पद्धतीने अभ्यास नकोय. सर्व पाठ हा डिटेल अभ्यास झालाच पाहिजे तुम्हाला. I think upcoming within 20 days you have to appear for the university examination, and if the performance is like this, I am expecting much better performance from your division. Okay, like, keep the thing in your mind, dear students. Our subject is not like that. Out of 50 I am getting 20, 21 or 28 marks, hardly. Our subject is the simplest one as compared with, I can say, other subjects. And here in this subject, you have the chance to get out of marks. Okay, 50 out of 50, 40 out of 40, whatever the exam pattern will be there. Okay, so if you want to have a good score in your examination, definitely you need to score much better. You need to score, you need to study much better. Okay, that is not expectation from my side, from your side at this point of view. Okay, just a simple definition and you have forgotten. I don't know what is the reason, but you have forgotten. It should not be like that. आपल्या विषयामध्ये पैकीच्या पैकी मार्क्स पडतात मुलांना. ठीक आहे, नापासचा तर प्रश्नच येत नाही, इथेच सांगतो मी तुम्हाला. ठीक आहे, किंवा कमी मार्क्सचा सुद्धा प्रश्न येत नाही. आय डोंट थिंक एनी स्टुडंट विल गेट लेस दॅन 60%. Okay, everyone must be more than 60%. They are getting more than 60% mark. Out of that, 10 पैकी 8 विद्यार्थी तरी 90च्या पुढे असतात. ठीक आहे, एखाद 2 विद्यार्थ्याला 70 ते 80%च्या दरम्यान मार्क्स पडतात. इतका सोपा सब्जेक्ट आहे आपला. ठीक आहे, so try to score much better and go in detail about each and every part. For your all doubts, I'm there. Okay, you can call me, you can ask me any doubt at any particular time related to the syllabus or concept, any concept. But this should not happen from onwards. Okay, keep the thing in the mind. Everything I am going to calculate it. Okay. So coming back to the point, what is surveying? Surveying is the subdomain, important or the fundamental branch of our civil engineering sector, which is totally relating with the taking out the measurements. So if you want to define it in a technical language, what is the surveying? It's an art of determining, it's a art of determining the relative position of the object. It's art of determining the relative position of the object which is present on the earth surface, below the earth surface, or above the earth surface. Okay, by taking out the measurements, we are going to find out the relative position. Okay, so basically in survey, we are dealing with the taking out the measurements. We are measuring the area. It may be regular, it may be irregular, with the help of some instruments. These are, it may be conventional instruments or maybe some modern instruments we are going to use it. Okay, and that is the very basic and fundamental subdomain of our civil engineering sector. Surveying. You must have, if you want to become a good civil engineer, you must have the knowledge of survey. Unless and until you are not capable of taking out the measurements, how you are going to construct a home? If you are unable to take the measurements, how you are going to construct a home? Okay, that is the big issue, na? So that is why this surveying, knowledge of the surveying is important. Survey काय करतोय आपण मराठीमध्ये बोलायचं झालं तर आपण एक पडताळणी पडतोय, पडताळणी करतोय एखाद्या गोष्टीची किंवा टेहळणी करतोय त्या एखाद्या जागेमध्ये जाऊन किती एरिया आहे, मग तो कसा मेजर करतोय? तुम्ही टेप वापरताय, चेन वापरताय, इतर कुठले इन्स्ट्रुमेंट यूज करताय आणि तुम्ही मेजरमेंट्स घेताय त्या जागेचे. तो इरेग्युलर एरिया असू द्या किंवा मग तो रेग्युलर एरिया असू द्या. ठीक आहे. So surveying, basically it's an art and science of determining the relative position of the any object which is present above, below, or on the earth surface by taking out the measurements. Okay. Now the next definition that I am going to ask is nothing but remote sensing. Now you tell me what is the definition of this word, remote sensing. Again, we have discussed this part in our chapter number 1 also. What is a remote sensing? Anyone? Anyone from you can give the answer of this question? Hello?
Measuring distances with
Measuring distances. Remote
without
sensing.
any physical contact.
Yes. Without being any physical contact with that particular object. Okay. Anyone? Anyone is having any other definition? Yes. So remote sensing is the art and science, I can say. It's an art and science of collecting or gathering the information, of any object without being in physical contact with that particular object. So in remote sensing, we are just going to gather the information of the object, any object. And GIS, it stands for the Geographical Information System. Okay. Let's proceed further. Yes, as you can see in the picture also, surveying, as I told you, it's art and science of determining the relative position. As you can see in the picture, one person who is handling one instrument. The name of this instrument is nothing but total station. Okay. That instrument is mounted on one of the stand. We called it as the tripod stand. and he is going to take out the readings. Okay, what he is going to do? He is just taking out the readings or taking out the measurements. How? He's just bisecting the rod, which is holded by one person in front of him, as you can see in the diagram, and he's bisecting that rod. So after that, automatically he will get the distance. So with the help of total station, he can measure the horizontal distance, he can measure the vertical distance, he can measure the angle, he can take the angular measurements. It may be some angle that particular object is going to make with that particular instrument. So in surveying, we are going to take horizontal, vertical, and the angular measurements also. Okay. Yes, definition is there again for your better understanding. Surveying is the art of determining the relative positions or the points of the any object which is present above, below, or beneath the earth's surface, which is present above, below, or beneath the earth's surface by means of direct and indirect measurements. By means of direct and indirect measurements of the distance, of the direction, and the elevation in horizontal or in the vertical plane. Now, the main object of our survey is to prepare a plan or a map of the area to be surveyed. What is our main object? The main object of doing the survey is nothing but to prepare the plan. आता तुम्ही तुमच्या घरासाठी खूप छान असे प्लॅन बघता, ते इंजिनियर तुम्हाला ड्रॉ करून देतात. हे प्लॅन ड्रॉ केलाय म्हणजे नेमकं त्यानं काय केलंय रे? तो प्लॅन ड्रॉ करतो, याचा अर्थ काय करतोय तो तुमच्या बांधकामा जी तुमची मोकळी जागा असेल, जिथे तुम्हाला बांधकाम करायचं आहे, या जागेवरती तो आलाय, त्याने तिथे मेजरमेंट्स घेतलेले आहेत आणि हेच मेजरमेंट्स पेपरवरती प्लॉट केलेले आहेत. हे जे काही मेजरमेंट आलेले आहेत ते पेपरवरती प्लॉट केलेले आहेत बाय कन्सिडरिंग वन सुटेबल स्केल. एक स्केल अज्युम करून त्यानं ते 1:50 म्हणा, बेसिकली आपल्या ज्या बिल्डिंग ड्रॉइंग असतात ना, त्या 1:50 आणि 1:100 किंवा 1:200 या रेशो मध्ये, या स्केल मध्ये त्या घेण्यात येत असतात. ठीक आहे, ड्रॉ करतात नेहमीच. ठीक आहे, सो मग त्यांना ते एक सुटेबल स्केल अज्युम करून ऍक्च्युअली जे तुमच्या साईटचे जे मेजरमेंट्स आहेत, तुमच्या जे जागेचे मेजरमेंट्स आहेत, ते पेपरवरती प्लॉट केले. त्याला म्हटलं जातं प्रिपेअरिंग द प्लॅन. ओके, प्लॅन प्रिपेअर जर करायचं असेल तर तुम्हाला ते सर्वे कॅरीड आउट करावं लागतो. करेक्ट? So that is what been mentioned here in this presentation. The main object of a survey is to prepare the plan or the map of the area to be surveyed. A plan or the map is the horizontal projections of the area and it shows only horizontal distances of the points. No vertical distance we are going to show it on the plan. Okay, only horizontal distance you are going to get. Correct? Na? Just the whatever the dimensions of your plot, we are going to mark it on the paper. Okay. Now, what are the objectives or the purpose of this survey? What are the objectives or the purpose of this word survey? So the first objective is to determine the relative positions of the existing features of the ground. To determine the relative positions of the existing features of the ground, not futures, it is wrongly put up. Okay. First objective, we have to relocate or we have to locate the positions of that particular features of the ground. Okay. Second, to prepare the layout of the marked positions on that particular ground. ठीक आहे, मग जे काही पोझिशन्स आहेत, जे तुम्ही डायमेन्शन्स घेतले, कॉलम सर इथं कॉलम आहे, इकडे बीम आहे, इथे कॉलम नंबर 2 आहे, इथे कॉलम नंबर 3 आहे, जे काय तुम्ही त्या प्लॅन साठीच्या पोझिशन्स मार्कआउट करताय, त्यासाठी हे सर्वे महत्वाचं आहे. ठीक आहे, नेक्स्ट पर्पज ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह ऑफ सर्वेइंग इज नथिंग बट टू डिटरमाइन द एरियाज, वॉल्यूम्स और द अदर रिलेटेड क्वांटिटीज. ओके. Fourth purpose is to prepare a map of a country of a detailed location of the cities, town, major village, or it may be any kind of structures. Okay, so with the help of survey only we can prepare the plan. आता तुम्ही तुमच्या घरासाठी एकच प्लॅन बघितलाय का? नाही. फाउंडेशनचा प्लॅन वेगळा असतो, प्लॅन इलिव्हेशन किंवा सेक्शन हा एक प्लॅन वेगळा असतो, ड्रेनेज लाईनचा प्लॅन वेगळा असतो, सिवर लाईनचा प्लॅन किंवा तुमच्या वॉटर लाईनचा प्लॅन हा वेगवेगळा असतो. असे खूप सारे प्लॅन आपण मॅप तयार करतोय. ठीक आहे, किंवा प्लॅन तयार करतोय. मग हे प्लॅन कशावरनं तयार करताय तुम्ही? यू आर गोइंग टू टेक द मेजरमेंट्स ॲट ऍक्च्युअली अँड देन यू आर गोइंग टू प्लॉट दॅट मेजरमेंट्स ऑन दी पेपर. ओके. Next objective is to prepare the engineering detailed plans and the various cross sections of the different infrastructure elements like your roadways, bridges, airways, okay, dams, railways, any infrastructure element. Okay, so to prepare, we need to prepare the detailed engineering plan. ठीक आहे. रस्ता का बांधायचा आहे, रस्ता बांधायचा आधी असेल तर तुम्हाला आधी त्या रस्त्याचा प्लॅन तयार करावा लागतो. ठीक आहे. त्याचे डायमेन्शन, त्याची विड्थ किती असणार आहे, त्याची लेंथ किती असणार आहे, मग त्या रस्त्यासाठी हार्ड सीटला किती डेप्थला अवेलेबल आहे, कुठे मला कर्व प्रोव्हाइड करावा लागणार आहे रोडवरती, कुठे इलिव्हेशन प्रोव्हाइड करावं लागणार आहे. सो एव्हरीथिंग वी नीड टू प्रिपेअर द प्लॅन. For everything we need to prepare the plan. Okay, and that is what the next objective of our work survey. The next is to prepare the topographical maps, as we can show it, which can show you the positions of the hills or the valleys or the rivers. Okay, as you go for constructing a bridge, जर तुम्हाला ब्रिज एखादा कन्स्ट्रक्ट करायचा असेल, कसं करणार आहे, ब्रिज कुठे बांधायचा आहे, सो यू आर गोइंग टू टेक द हेल्प ऑफ टोपोग्राफिकल मॅप्स. ठीक आहे. टोपोग्राफी म्हणजे काय, टोपोग्राफी या शब्दाचा अर्थ सांगू शकता कोणी. टोपोग्राफी, ज्यावेळेस तुम्ही सॅटेलाइट्स टू पिक्चर कॅप्चर करताय तुमच्या अर्थचे, त्यावेळेस तुमच्या लक्षात येतं की रिव्हर कुठे आहे, हिली पोर्शन कुठे आहे, व्हॅलीज कुठे आहेत. ठीक आहे. सो विथ द हेल्प ऑफ दॅट इन्फॉर्मेशन वी आर गोइंग टू प्लॅन. येस सर, दिस इज द रिव्हर फ्लो अँड हिअर यू आर वी हॅव टू कन्स्ट्रक्ट द ब्रिज. ओके. सो बेस्ड ऑन दिस topographical maps we are going to decide the further strategies for our structures. Okay, now where we will get these topographical maps, definitely the question will arrive in your mind. So for this we have the Survey Department of India. It's a central government agency that we have, which will give you all the maps which are associated or which we require for construction of any activity or any structure. We have the Survey Department of India. Okay, it's a central government agency. And their office is at Delhi. तिथून तुम्हाला भारताच्या कुठल्याही कानाकोपऱ्यामध्ये जा, तुम्हाला जर एखाद्या विभागाबद्दल, तिथल्या जर टोपोग्राफिकल फीचर्स बद्दल जर माहिती घ्यायची असेल तर तुम्ही, किंवा मॅप कलेक्ट करायचा असेल तर तुम्ही सर्वे डिपार्टमेंट थ्रू कलेक्ट करू शकता. ठीक आहे. सर्वे डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ इंडिया, इट्स अ सेंट्रल गव्हर्नमेंट एजन्सी दॅट वे. Okay, topographical map, that is nothing but the positions of rivers, valleys. It may be any topographical information. ठीक आहे. आणि जिओलॉजिकल इन्फॉर्मेशन किंवा जिओलॉजिकल जे मॅप्स असतात त्यामध्ये तुम्हाला सॉइलचा काय नेचर आहे, कुठल्या टाईपची सॉइल आहे याबद्दलची इन्फॉर्मेशन तुम्हाला मिळू शकते. ठीक आहे. Next is nothing but principles of survey. Now this is very interesting part, and definitely there will be 1 or 2 marks MCQs based on this topic. There will be 1 or 2 marks MCQs which are based on this particular topic. Principles of survey. Okay. So the fundamental principles of surveying. First principle is nothing but to work from whole to part. I like this particular principle. Why I'm going to tell you. Okay. First principle, remember, is to work from whole to part. And the second principles of our surveying is to locate a point by taking the measurements between the 2 reference points. Now let us discuss the first principles of survey, to work from whole to part. Before that, I will just check what is the time. Okay, it's 10:41. We will complete these 2 principles and then we will stop. Okay. So first is to work from whole to part. So this is the main principles of surveying. Here, the entire plot, see the specialty of this principle. The entire plot is divided into the smaller triangles and the area to be surveyed from the boundaries to the innermost triangles. The purpose of working from whole to part is to localize the errors and to reduce the accumulation of the errors. Okay. नेमकं हे तत्व, हे जे आहे पहिलं तत्व सर्विंगचं, नेमकं काय संबोधित करतंय, आपल्याला काय सांगतंय, टू वर्क फ्रॉम होल टू पार्ट. वाय आय लाईक दिस प्रिन्सिपल, इट इज व्हेरी मच रिलेटेड विथ आवर लाईफ ऑल्सो. ओके. नाव यू हॅव द बर्डन ऑफ completing the study for your upcoming examinations. Correct? You have 20 days and you have 5 subjects. Let us assume you have 20 days and you have 5 subjects. So you are getting 4 days for each subject. Correct? You are getting 4 days for each subject. Now out of that 4 days, you are having 8 units. Suppose you assume you are having 8 units for each subject. So on a single day, you have to complete 2 units. On a single day, you have to complete 2 units for each subject. Sorry, you have 8 units. So in the 4 days, in a span of 4 days, you need to complete your 8 units. How you are going to complete that? You are going to divide it. Yes, on each single day, I will complete the 2 units. Again, in that single day, that is 24 hour span, definitely your working is there only for 10 to 12 hours. Okay. Around remaining hours, you are going to spend it for your other activities. It may be sleeping, eating, any other activity. So we are just having the 10 to 12 hours. Correct? Suppose I assume I am having the 12 hours. So again, what you plan, see, I can give 6 hours to the chapter number 1. I can give 6 hours to the chapter number 2. Okay, chapter number 1, 6 hours, chapter number 2, 6 hours. Again, in the chapter number 1, you are having some bits. Suppose there are 10 bits or 5 bits. So you are going to spend 1 hour on each and every bit. So in that way, you are going to plan. What I have done, can you tell me what I have done? I have just used the simple principle of serving to work from whole to part. Now I am having the whole syllabus to complete. Okay, but what I have done, I have divided it, that syllabus into the different sections. I have divided that syllabus into the different parts. And that is with the help of this, what is going to happen? I have the good strategy to complete my whole syllabus. I have the good strategy to complete my whole study. Okay, I can cover up all the units. I can study each and every bit in detail because I have properly planned. How I have planned, I have divided. I have divided my whole work into the different parts or into the smaller sections. That is why I like this particular principle to work from whole to part. In case of our construction sector also, if you are dealing with a big or the large area, and if you have to take the measurements, what you can approach, definitely you can approach the first principle. Okay, to work from whole to part. How it is there? You are going to divide the area into the different triangles, smaller sections. It may be triangle. Okay, and then you are going to take out the measurements of each and every section. Okay, each and every section. You are getting clear? सर्वांना समजलंय? यामध्ये काही डाऊट आहे? First principle. Yes, no, any response? Are you getting the first principle? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. After 50 minutes, I think 20 minutes, I have received some response from you. Okay, chalo. So this is the first principle. I hope you are getting this. Next one, to locate a point, that is the second principle that we are going to discuss. To locate a point by taking the measurements from the 2 reference points. Now this is the another technique. How we are going to actually work out this principle? The 2 control points are selected in the area and the distance between them is measured. What we are going to do, we are going to select the 2 control points and whatever the area that we have, and we are going to distance between them. Okay, we are going to measure the distance between them, and then the same is plotted on the paper. Same is plotted on the paper. All other points are marked based on these points. Okay, so based on these 2 reference points, what I can do, I will start the point. Yes, as you can see in the diagram, this is point number P, point number Q. These are my 2 control points. Based on only these 2 points, I will mark different points. It may be point A, B, C, D, E, F, Z up to Z. At anywhere, actually we are just plotting the points on the boundaries only. Okay, our habit is to plot the points only on the boundaries, from boundaries to the inner portion. In that fashion, we can complete. So suppose I have plotted, I have taken the 2 reference points, point P and point Q. I have measured the distance between these 2 points, and then I have taken the third point, that is suppose point R. So I will directly going to take the measurements from point P to R, from point Q to R, or what I can do, I will just draw the perpendicular to this reference points, to this line PQ. Okay, and then I will measure the distance. Can I measure the distance if I draw the perpendicular? Yes. As you can see, this is first triangle, triangle number PSR. This is second triangle, triangle RSQ. Okay. We can measure the distance between the point S and R. Okay, with the help of Pythagoras or any technology that you can go for. Okay, so in this fashion, this second principle will work out. Okay, we have to locate the two reference points in your given plot. What you need to do, you have to locate the two reference points at your given plot, and based on the two reference points, you are going to take out the further measurements. You are going to take out the further measurements. Okay. Yes. So this is the first half of our chapter number 4. Okay. Second half is relating with the fundamentals of the remote sensing, but we are not going to proceed for this particular part. We will cover up this part in our tomorrow's session. Okay, as 10:15 the clock. So we are not going to discuss this part.